Yes. Yes. This is Professor Taj Al Khazin again. It is Monday, the 11th of December 2023, and I am addressing you from Ottawa, Canada. The video of yesterday, though, was full of documented issues. The response was not the usual. I got about 10 or 11 responses. That's all. People are scared to death. And a nation of people who are scared will never have progress. I don't know what they are afraid of. What I said in my video number 48 is facts on the ground. Why are the people scared? Why don't you come out the same way I do and talk about them and ask for justice? Without justice and rule of law, there can be no progress. But today, I am addressing you on a equally, if not more, serious issue. The issue of high treason, the issue of sellout, the issue of neocolonialism, the issue of ceding property and land that belong to South Sudan to a foreign country. Am I getting senile? No, far from it. Documents. That's what I deal with all the time. Documents, because with documents, you can shut up the mouths of any traitor. Painful. And I can send you a copy of that if you wish. The same order in Arabic, so that there is no doubt about the languages. And the date is December 5th, 2023. National Order number 46 stroke 2023. The order, and this order of coming from His Excellency James Odhok Oyay, Governor of Upper Nile State. So it's not coming from Juba, it is local. Look at the order. In exercise of power conferred upon me under Article 99(2) of Transitional Constitution of Upper Nile State 2011, and in reference to Republican Order Decree 111-2023, dated on 26 January 2023. Look at that. Decree number 111-23, dated 26th of January 2023, almost 1 year old. I, His Excellency James Odhok Oyay, Governor of Upper Nile State, do hereby issue this National Order number 46, 2023 for the constitution of Committee Returning Egyptian Irrigation Mission Land in Upper Nile with the following terms of reference. Return all lands and properties of Egyptian Irrigation Mission in Upper Nile to the authority of Egyptian government. Goodness gracious. Goodness, firing squad. Illegal occupant. Now, the South Sudanese occupants are the illegal occupants. The illegal occupants should evacuate the land and properties of Egyptian Irrigation Mission. Now, the Egyptian irrigation mission has the right to evict nationals from the property of South Sudanese nationals in South Sudan. Deadline of evacuation 10/12/23, and the date of the document is the 5th of December. So in 5 days, hotels, occupants, offices, whatever have you, that are South Sudanese are to move out into the open and hand over the properties to the Egyptian irrigation mission. Heaven sake. That's in Malakal. Now let me show you Malakal. That's the map that you can download or send me a message and I will share it with you. Malakal is the congruence of Bahr al Arab or River Kiir, Lul, Jur, Akobo, Pibor, Sobat. And if you control Malakal, you control the flow of all those going up, including to Sudan and Egypt. Now, this governor is instructing his people, the South Sudanese, to evict property in South Sudan belonging to South Sudanese people and hand it over to a foreign country. Am I right in calling this neocolonialism? Am I right in calling this high treason? Seceding property of the people to a foreign entity? Is this one of the elements and chapters of the Memorandum of Understanding that was signed during the visit of President Salva Kiir to Cairo? And where is the agreement? Did it pass through the legislative assemblies, Council of Ministers? Does a governor of a state really have the authority to secede property that belongs to the people to a foreign country? Is that the authority of the state? Did he get the approval from the Council of Ministers in Juba? Did it go through the parliament? Is it legal? And has it passed through the Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs? What is the return to the South Sudanese people? But that's not the main question. The main question, what is Juba doing about it? What is Juba doing about this traitor? It is signed and stamped in the headed paper of the state. You want a copy, you let me know and I will send it to you. The pain is becoming immense. And the reason for the pain is that this is not the government that the people of South Sudan deserve. Will my video go down the drain? Will my voice fade away as soon as I shut down my computer? Or will someone who has got remnants of nationalism grab this traitor governor by the neck and pull him out of the seat and reverse this rubbish? Otherwise, the government is complacent with someone who is doing high treason and selling out Sudanese property, South Sudanese property to the Egyptians. A vice president, I have a lot of respect for this one, told me that Egypt has an office of the Ministry of Irrigation in all the 10 states of South Sudan. Talk about intelligence, talk about spying, talk about lack of security. Why do you allow a foreign body to have a foreign governmental body to have offices in your land? That's betrayal of the 2 million South Sudanese who shed their blood. It is not these people who are still alive now and they are walking like zombies. No. It is the 2 million people who died and shed their blood so that South Sudan becomes an independent state. For that, for someone to come and evict local South Sudanese after the colonization has ended from the north and to give back the property to a foreign body, what is the legal framework for that? Goodness gracious. Regrettably, I am almost at the point of pulling back but not pulling out. But I want to finish this series. I said it will be a series of 3. It could probably be a series of 4 because this came to me only yesterday. And it pained me so much that lack of national governance, national, ethical, patriotic governance is going down the drain. If somebody like that can actually do something like that. And I have only one other issue because I want people to listen to this more than once. And I want people to ask for the documents if they don't have it. And I hope to see action. Otherwise, I will raise hell. This is not the end of it. This is only the start. Right. This one. 16th of November, President Chakwera's austerity measures come as Malawi's economic crisis worsens. Look at what he did. Malawi's president, Lazarus Chakwera, has suspended with immediate effect all international travel for himself and his government in a bid to save money. The measure follows a huge devaluation of the currency as Malawi secured a loan from the International Monetary Fund to boost its ailing economy. What is the lesson learned? He started with himself. He said that he is not going to travel, and if the president is not going to travel, then nobody else is allowed to travel. And I wish to grab these ministers by the neck and ask them, what was the value added to South Sudan when you traveled and filled your pocket with per diem, and you traveled in business class, and you stayed in a first class hotel? What was the return for the people of South Sudan? Because the money belongs to them, not to you, not to your presidency, not to your government. Funds are public. They are called public funds. Right. And my last point is another painful issue. Every morning there is a painful issue. This is from Suna, 28th of November. I will translate it into English. It is in Arabic. A delegation from the Council of Dinka Abyei is moving to a number of states. Now, this is Sudan. And this council is in the north. And the state that they are going to visit are in Sudan North. Today, this morning, a delegation representing the High Council for coordinating the issues of Dinka BA and who are now resident in the Red Sea in Port Sudan, they are moving to Gadarif as part of a tour that covers a number of states. And the boss of Denkan Gate, Mr. Shoal Moen, said that the tour will cover Sinnar, Blue Nile, Jazeera, and Northern Province. And the objective is to do orientation on the issues of ABA. This is a delegation of one of the 9 Dinkan sub-tribes in northern Sudan under the current situation, visiting states in northern Sudan to explain the situation of Dinkan Gog. My concluding question, has South Sudan given up on ABA? And I will see you in my next YouTube probably within a couple of days. And for heaven's sake, I don't rat. I don't talk about who contacted me and who did not. But for heaven's sake, have some courage when you're listening to these videos. And this is not politics. This is political analysis, because what I am dealing with is documents. I am doing only political analysis on documents. And the main topic of this talk are 2 documents, one in Arabic and one in English, issued by a governor of a state of South Sudan, seceding property and land to a foreign country. Shame on you. Goodbye.